Bienvenidos y bienvenidas a Café con el Juanch. ¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estáis? Aquí estoy yo con mi café recién preparado para hablar con vosotros y con vosotras. Un poco de todo vamos a hacer. Hoy vamos a ver un par de vídeos y ver un canal de YouTube que me han recomendado. Y luego le vamos a dar a God of War Ragnarok. Así que a lo mejor hoy este vídeo, si lo estáis viendo en YouTube, es un poco más corto. No lo sé. Ya veremos hasta dónde llegamos. Y luego jugaremos a God of War Ragnarok si estáis en directo y me estáis viendo. Grandes, let's go. Bueno, ¿qué tenemos preparado para hoy? En primer lugar, quería agradecer a todo el mundo que ha visto el primer Café con el Juanch, que no son pocos, la verdad. Me ha sorprendido porque era un directo que se me ocurrió volviendo a casa del trabajo. No me apetecía jugar y dije, ¿qué hacemos? Pues un directo de Café con el Juanch, claro que sí. Y estamos aquí otra vez repitiendo, tomando un cafecito y enseñaros otras cosas nuevas. Tenemos un canal de YouTube para ver y 2 vídeos de memes. Así que vamos a empezar, yo creo que con los memes. Como tengo 2, vamos a ver uno. Venga, vamos a ver los dos. Vamos a ver los dos, que son 15 minutitos mientras nos tomamos el café. Me parece bien, venga. Entonces abrimos aquí. Ahí están. Ole, Unusual Meme Compilation. Aquí tenemos este que es el último, si no me equivoco. Hace 3 días, ¿vale? Ya tiene 1,3 millones de visualizaciones. Y luego tenemos otro de más antiguo que creo que no lo he visto. Vamos a poner esto en HD. Yo creo que está en HD ya, ¿no? A ver. Sí, vale. Sobra. Pues vamos con ello, gente. Me disfrutan de los memes, ¿no? Yo creo que sí. Por cierto, que no se me olvide decir que tenemos hemos retomado el TikTok, por si quieren echar un vistazo a los videazos que estamos publicando. Tremendo gato. ¿Qué le dices? Hostia.
So here's my glass, and I'm just going to press the autofill.
Autofill.
And it's starting off as a bit of a dribble at first, and then it just...
Hostias. Con el ping ahí. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¡Sí, hombre! Pero, man. Un zorro perro. La peña está fatal, tío. ¡Hola ese dogue! Madre mía. Toma por culo. Oh, este lo he visto, sí. LOL.
Patrón. Ojalá me vea mi patrón para que me dé un bono.
Tío, con huevos, ¿cómo haces eso con huevos, cabrón? Dios, vaya movida. Hashtag, yo tengo un hashtag. Se llama Odor.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, gol.
Today, very intense workout, hardcore, very heavy.
No
very intense,
no
thick
excuses. Hola, Ikerito, buenas tardes.
Bitch, is that a centipede? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oggi a casa mi hanno fatto trovare una nuova ricetta. Tortellini a la diva.
I know you feel it. So many of you felt like you've just simply been forgotten. Made the economic upheaval.
Dios. ¿Cómo has echado de ahí?
И вот Лизавета ему еду несет, зажигал.
Dios.
Come back in the house.
Максим? Максим, ты все понимаешь, Максим?
Dios, un palo.
Максим.
¿Qué coño?
You got a good holdover?
Yeah.
Adiós.
You are watching a master at work.
Why don't you go someplace where no one has ever been before? All you need is the Jeep. It's got guts.
Dios,
Rugged
hostia.
Jeep guts.
¿Qué? No he visto eso en la vida, chaval.
Yummy. Can I get a piece of that ass, Gordon? Hit me up after work today, hon.
No puede ser que funcione eso.
Roll for intelligence.
No sabía, tío. Hostia puta, tío. Vaya cerdo, ¿no? Buah. Si lo pilla eso lo revienta, ¿eh?
She keeps sinking because she's laying. Oh.
No me he dado cuenta de qué ha pasado ahí. ¿Qué? ¿Qué pasa? No sé, no lo pillo, ¿eh?
She keeps sinking
No.
because she's laying. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Dios, ¿dónde está colándose? No. Vaya tela, tío, qué cabrones lo que han hecho. ¿Cómo? Dios. Dios. Oh, vaya tela.
What is the strongest thing in the world? A bra. It holds up 2 milk factories. What is the strongest thing in the world? It holds up 2 milk factories. Hey, Beetle, don't you know? If you don't know, I know. A bra holds up 2 milk.
Survival of the fittest. Species better adapted to their environment live on, while others perish. Plants versus zombies garden warfare.
Un poco flojo este, ¿no? Un poquito flojo me ha parecido este, ¿no? No sé. Vamos a ver otro. A ver si se arregla. 7 minutitos. Y hablamos del café. Let's go. Aquí.
Maybe
I
don't think that's chalk.
No, bro. This is organic stuff.
You sure?
It's natural.
Oh.
Hostia, que mini skate, de cuando éramos pequeños, chaval. No, tío. Pues da suerte.
einfach den
No te lo has
Gulli
comido.
hier rausgenommen hat.
Da
Wir
suerte, no,
zeigen, wie
gracias.
der Hase läuft.
Da gracias.
Oh mein Gatling Gun! Wir zeigen, wie der Hase läuft. Oh mein Gatling Gun, Junge!
Escucha eso. ¡El gato! Ay, hostia. Nah, está apagada, está apagada. Era fake. Eso no era fake. Dios, el cabrón.
These are 2 for $3.50. Yeah, no shit. She works here.
LOL.
Oh God, no.
You gotta show me the shit. Better tell you how to do.
Qué morro, Hostia. Cabrón. Hostia.
Be so tired, I woke up early in the morning like feeling good fuck, you know what I mean? Fuck was that?
Oh, mira, la va fuera. Lo he reventado, chaval. No. Hostia, vaya columpio. Dios.
No,
columpio, tío.
Bro, why do you have abs?
¿Cómo?
Bro, why do you have...
Tiene abdominales, Ay, qué hostia.
No, cause... Bro, why do you have abs?
Triste el perro. ¿Qué? Ay, ¿qué cojones? ¿Qué tenía debajo? A ver.
Why do you
se
have
ve, no se ve.
abs?
Ah, no se ve. Qué susto se me... Le pega a la mesa.
What the f...
Qué asco, tío. No me gusta, mucho a mí el ketchup, No, no me mola mucho a mí, Tesurita, tal.
Red light, bro. Come on. Oh shit.
Eso es lluvia.
What the fuck? Oh my. Oh no.
Dios, qué cojones.
Bro. Oh no way.
Vaya tela, tío.
เนี่ยคงแพงมากสินะ อย่าไปสนใจเลย ว่าแพงหรือไม่แพง แบ่งกันกินนะ ถ้าไม่พอ ฉันจะไปเอามาให้อีก ที่บ้านนะยังมีอีกเยอะ ดี เอามาอีกก็ดีนะ
They shot a hole to his damn phone.
How the fuck is it still on? These shits is tracking devices. They shot my own phone.
This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch when you're 52, divorced, broke, and 3 life-sucking children.
shit.
Ah, da, por culo.
Dr. Pepper.
Ya está normal. Adiós. Adiós, vaya animal, tío. Un diente.
You're looking for me. I'm with all the grown men in the corn.
Hostia, pero loco.
I gave you that phone out of my heart. Fuck. Are you actually fucking joking right now?
Please, I will literally fix it when I get paid.
No, but you've been telling me this for months.
Sorry, I don't mean.
Why are you fucking lying?
La gente está fatal, tío. Hostia. Claro. Las copas. Dios, qué gilipollas, tío. ¡Viva! Sí, hombre.
Bitch called me bald headed. I said, bitch, where? She said, under all that weave. I said, bitch, where? Right there, Caillou!
Dude, Isaac, you gotta come look at this, man.
Mira.
This is what my mum's made for dinner. It's rotten. She's fucked it up.
Oscar!
What?
If you don't bloody like it, you can make your own fucking dinner.
Oh, shit!
Pues qué palmada, ¿no? ¿Qué son? Como patos, ¿no? Qué bonito es este gato, tío. Bro. Hostias, vaya salto, ¿eh? Hey, good times. Offer. Anyway, it's getting late. Good night. Good night. Es el que hemos visto antes. Vale. Hola, los de YouTube. Habréis visto un pequeño corte porque me he ido a por merienda, gente. Unos pistacios, ¿vale? Sin enseñar la marca, porque no me representa ninguna marca, ¿vale? Vale. Vamos a ver este canal que me ha recomendado mi colega y compañero de podcast Manuark, y es James Hoffman, un canal de café, ¿vale? Pues aquí tenemos el nacimiento del expreso. Vamos a investigar un poquillo a ver lo que tiene. Listas, a ver. Tiramisú. Weird Coffee Productions. The Mocha Pot Series. Beginner Guide to Coffee. No tiene mala pinta, ¿no? Vamos a ver.
If you want to understand the birth of espresso.
Vamos el primero, a ver, ¿qué tal? Nacimiento del expreso. Venga.
So, if you want to understand really where it came from, then I think one particular work of Leonetto Cappiello is a really great place to start.
Al PC. Venga. Veamos.
He was an Italian-born artist working in Paris from the early 1900s until the end of the 1930s, and he's considered to be the father of modern poster advertising. He's famous for his work with Cenzano, Campari and others, but it's his work in 1922 for Vittorio Arduino that I think is of particular interest. Let me explain. The original espresso patent goes back to 1884 and belongs to Angelo Moriondo of Turin. He set out to solve an age-old problem with coffee. It takes a long time to brew. Now typically, to brew faster you'd need to grind finer, but there, water has a difficult time getting through the bed of coffee. His innovation was to leverage steam pressure to press the water through the grounds to be able to brew a little quicker. He never commercialized his patent, but it was built on later. First in 1903 by Luigi Bezzera, and then later by Desiderio Pavoni, both of whose names live on in the world of espresso machines. Now Bezzera's design introduced key innovations, and while he built a few machines, he didn't have the money to commercialize them, but Pavoni did. Pavoni bought the patent in 1903 and refined it further again, and the two men would end up collaborating. In 1906, at the Milan Fair, they showcased their inventions to the world, introducing what they called Café Espresso. It really was the perfect word. Coffee expressed, pushed out.
A ver. Squeeze out liquid or air operating at high speed. Yes, express. Its dual meaning is the same. Vale, también significa lo mismo en italiano. Y pues mira. De locos, ¿no?
From the machine, but done so at speed. This innovation really marked the beginning of the espresso machine industry. Other manufacturers would quickly appear, including Pier Terezio Arduino, who had come to commission Cappiello's poster, which I think captures so much of early espresso. There are two things that I think are particularly interesting about the poster. It's coming at the end of the age of steam, but it's absolutely leveraging the idea that steam equals speed. The train really was the perfect visual metaphor. This was coffee all about speed, coffee brewed so quickly you could grab a cup from the side of a moving train. This is why espresso in the early days succeeded. It was all about speed. But look again, there's one more small detail in this poster that I think is worth noting. What the machine is brewing is very different to what we would think of as espresso today. It's brewing small cups of filter coffee, something that all espresso machines did at the time. This was not a new recipe, this was not a new type of drink. This innovation was about small cups of filter coffee at speed. Espresso's look, feel and recipe would really stay the same until the big innovation in 1948, mostly credited to Achille Gaggia. That's the moment where pressure transformed espresso into being a whole new category, a whole new drink. But that's a subject for a different video. Cappiello's poster for Vittorio Arduino is so common that it's become cliché, something you look at but don't really even see anymore. But I think it's fascinating what exists in the details and what it tells us about the birth of espresso. If you want to understand...
¡Ey! Se me ha caído un pistacho. A ver. Aquí. No sé. Ya está mi perro por aquí abajo. Vamos a verlo. Bueno, no está mal el canalito este, ¿no? Vamos a ver algo más. ¿Qué os apetece? A ver, vídeos. Yo creo que vamos a meternos en alguna lista, ¿no? Weird Coffee Productions. A ver qué hay aquí. The most wonderfully absurd coffee brewer ever made. ¿Qué hace este? Se va a acostar ahí. ¿Se va a acostar o qué está haciendo el cabrón? Pues vamos a ver este. Vamos a ver este. Hostia puta, ¿no? Sí, hombre.
Hi there. You've probably got some questions. Why am I in the woods? What is a bripe? And why am I wearing a fake beard? The answer to all of those is coming. There's not really a good answer to any of them, really, other than
Qué guapo,
I
¿no?
kind of want to have some fun. Now, the bripe is a product I saw a little while ago. It's a brew pipe, it's a coffee brew pipe. And I looked at the website and I thought that is a very good joke. That you've got us as the industry, like you have mocked us nicely. That is very funny. And then I was like, oh no, wait, it's actually a thing.
and I tried to buy one, and they didn't respond to any of my emails. And so I thought, okay, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. Maybe it's not a joke. It turns out it's not a joke. It's a real product, and I think it is gloriously absurd. And so I needed to make a video that equaled the intensity of the glorious absurdity, which is why I'm wearing a beard. Plus, I've always wanted to know what I would look like in a beard. And I know this isn't like a perfect match, but the grey beard just made me look like Santa. And we're not doing Santa in the woods making coffee because that's just weird. Let's get on topic. Let's talk about the brew pipe. The Bripe. What a tremendous name. What an absurd thing. I just can't get over the fact that this exists. I love that this exists. And today, just know, I'm having some fun. The idea is not mockery, other than, you know, of myself. I just wanted to have some fun.
Sí, claro.
This is the pipe. It's a pipe. It's a metal pipe. And inside there's actually a little filter that will filter out your grounds when you're drinking through the pipe mechanism. And the way you make coffee with a Bripe is really simple. You put coffee in first, you put water in, and then you heat it up, you let it steep and cool down again, and then you drink it. And that's it. That's the whole thing. And it's just amazing. Now, before we go any further, I'm just going to have to take the beard off. I'm going to de-beard myself. I wish I could grow facial hair. I have such fun. All right, moving on. Hi there, it's me. So let's just quickly talk about what you get when you spend money on a Bripe. So obviously you get your brew pipe and stand. You get a blue flame lighter that you're going to use to cook this up, and it's terrifying. You get a very nice felt carry case, and you get your thermometer. That's very important. They recommend you stir with this, and then you get this, which is a test tube.
Esto se puede, hay web. Vale, lo voy a poner ahí, luego la vemos la web, ¿vale?
A kind of plastic test tube that you're going to use to store your ground coffee, because you're not weird, you're not taking a hand grinder with you, you're just briping. You're just going to take a test tube of coffee like a normal person. And so this actually is quite useful because getting coffee into the Bripe is quite tricky, but then so is getting coffee into the test tube. So I don't know if there's really a win there. Anyway, you get a test tube. I'm going to hand grind some coffee because it's ultimately an infusion brew. I'm going relatively fine, just sort of pour-over-y, single cup pour-over kind of fine. There's probably no rules here. I definitely feel that there's no rules with the Bripe. But we'll do that. You don't need a lot of coffee. I've been brewing like 5-6 grams at a time in my little Bripe. I don't know how much water goes in because we're in the woods. Who's weighing water in the woods? Not this guy.
No.
Now, I suspect you could go for a much higher dose if you wanted to have a more intense Bripe. I'm going for quite a gentle Bripe. It's my second Bripe of the day, so I don't want to overdo it. Now, this goes in, and as I said, loading the Bripe, not the easiest thing in the world. And that sort of is to the top of the dome,
difícil, ¿no?
if you didn't want to weigh things. Now, I brought some fresh filtered water from home. We're going to fill this up just to the top, just below the top really, let's not make our lives complicated. And then it recommends giving it a little stir with your thermometer just to declump anything. Lovely. We're nearly ready for the fun bit. We take our blue flame lighter, which is very angry, and we begin to heat the Bripe, holding on to our cork handle, keeping ourselves nice and safe. And we're heating up to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, because this is an American brewer, and that's the gauge is on here. And I'd expect nothing less than Fahrenheit. This, you couldn't Bripe in metric. So we've got up to about 80. It's not the quickest process in the world. But imagine you go through a fair bit of butane. You can see on one side of the brewer that the heat is not very evenly dispersed, and I've got a bit of boiling going on here because I'm actually at 180. There we go. Let it come up to 185. So now we give it one more stir just to help those grounds settle, get everything in. And so now we wait. It's infusing, it's steeping, it's brewing in its pipe. Is it Briping or am I Briping? Are we both Briping? So I'll put this down and relax for a minute, you know? All right, we've adequately cooled. I'm just going to put my thermometer down because I'm ready to Bripe. Now, this isn't the first time I've Briped. I've Briped before. This is, you know, you can't do your first time on camera. Cheers. I will say, whatever has happened, for some reason, my first sip has always been a bit gritty with the Bripe. I don't really understand why. It seems like some of the grounds get behind the little screen. So that first sip, a little gritty. Not bad. Let's go for number 2. It's It's a nice bribe. Like it's look, we followed the rules. It's a little under extracted for me because this is quite a light roast of coffee, and we were brewing at like 80-ish Celsius. So really, I would have wanted to take this kind of coffee up much hotter, and you'd get a better brew.
Claro.
But you'd be missing the point. You're going to be weighing your water next, and you know what I mean. Like that's just not. This is not what the bribe stands for. This is kind of the antithesis of how I make coffee, and for that reason, I love it. Could you imagine you and a group of friends go hiking and, you know, there's one other coffee friend there and you get to the top and he busts out his AeroPress and he's brewing like an awkward AeroPress weighing the water and it's all a bit difficult and you just rocking a bribe, sitting back, relaxing, puffing away on your bribe, enjoying the view. Now, what is interesting is you get to the bottom of this, you'd expect it to almost get siltier, but I think what's starting to happen is you have this kind of self-filtering bed where the bed of coffee set at the bottom is beginning to trap particles in it more effectively. So actually, you can drain this dry and it's not silty. It's quite enjoyable to just finish a bribe. I mean, you feel like you're, you know, drinking a bubble pipe or something, but every drop of goodness. This appeals to you or it really doesn't. And either one is okay. I think this is fun. I really do think this is fun. In summary, this is actually a capable brewer.
Right? There's
a long history of putting coffee and water together and heating it up and sort of straining it out and drinking it, right? Like that's not new. That's the oldest way of making coffee that we still use today. This, if you put good coffee in it, if you put good water in it, if you grind your coffee fresh, makes great tasting coffee. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it make great coffee? That's not the point. The point is to have some fun, and I have had some fun. And as I said, when I review things, I give them away. But I'm not going to give this one away. I'm going to buy a new one for one of my Patreon supporters because they give me the budget and the support to make these videos and do these reviews. And I hope you enjoy them. I have had a tremendous time here in the woods, briping, and I hope some of you are tempted to bribe too. But for now, I'll say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. How many times did I say bribe today? I don't know.
Grande. Vamos a ver esto, ¿no? A ver si se puede comprar. Que sí que parece que se puede comprar, ¿no? A ver.
I bet you've never seen a coffee maker like this before. This is the Bripe. It's a coffee brew pipe. It comes in this nice little kit with everything you need to make coffee. The concept is pretty simple. This is the filter that goes in front of the opening of the straw that you drink through. You add your coffee, then your water. This is the fun part. You use this torch lighter to heat up the bottom of the brew pipe until it gets to 185 degrees. Then you stir, wait for it to cool down to about 140, and then you enjoy. Would you try this? I bet you've never seen a coffee maker like this before. This is the Bripe. It's a coffee brew pipe. It comes in this nice little kit with everything you need to make coffee.
¿Está repitiendo?
The concept is pretty simple.
Vale. Está guapo, ¿eh? Vale, se pone el filtro, se pone el café hasta ahí, ¿vale? Agua, se mueve. 3 minutillos, 85 grados. Tal. 100 pavos, tío. $100. Lo podríamos comprar como... Lo podríamos poner como meta de Patreon, ¿no? Así no me disgusta la idea. Poner una meta en Patreon y... Si llegamos, pillarlo. Son 100 pavos. Nada, cuando lleguemos a 100 pavos la pillo, ya está. Así es. Está guapo, ¿eh? Está guapo. Está muy guapo. Y bueno, hasta que llega el café con el Juanch número 2. Hoy más cortito porque, ya lo he dicho antes, ahora voy a jugar a God of War Ragnarok. Me tomo el café tranquilamente. Otro día haremos un café más largo. Acepto sugerencias, ya lo digo, acepto sugerencias. Hoy tenía planificado, por cierto, tengo un grupo en Instagram con los colegas en el que pasamos 1000 vídeos al día de mierdas. Tenía pensado verlo, pero resulta que el Instagram en el navegador es una puta basura. No sé si lo habéis usado. Si no lo habéis usado, no lo recomiendo. Básicamente, cada vídeo que abro me toca después volver a abrir los mensajes, volver a meterme en el chat y volver a buscar otro. O sea, como que no está fluido, ¿no? Te metes en un vídeo y se te queda el navegador ahí en el vídeo y luego no puedes volver atrás. Tienes que darle a mensaje. Bueno, una mierda, una puta mierda, vamos. Entonces voy a ver si hay aplicación para Windows de Instagram. A lo mejor con eso se puede ver más o menos. Tendré que mirarlo, ¿vale? Si está para la próxima semana o la próxima vez que lo hagamos, puede que veamos todos los vídeos, porque además me he estado aguantando toda esta semana sin ver los vídeos que han mandado mis colegas para verlos ahora en directo, bueno, y aquí con vosotros, y no he podido verlos, me toca mucho los huevos, así que voy a mirar, ahora a comprobar en la aplicación de Instagram, y si sale rentable, pues los veremos la semana que viene. Así que hasta aquí Café con el Juanch. Si estáis en directo, vamos ahora mismo con God of War Ragnarok, y si no lo estáis, tenéis el gameplay completo de todo el juego, y gracias por estar en este café. Un abrazo, gentes, los quiero.